Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new InfoFoot. We start this news roundup in Marseille. As mentioned earlier, Olympique de Marseille has officially announced the departure of Pablo Longoria this morning. Another twist in what has been a chaotic season for the club, almost like a real-life series. Among the many turning points this season, we remember the arrival of the new coach a few months ago, who is supposed to bring a fresh and positive dynamic. However, the results remain mixed. Beyond the standings, it's mainly the team's collective performance and the coach's decisions that are raising questions, especially after the latest home defeat against Lille. Despite this, Marseille is still in the top three thanks to Lyon's slip against Monaco, but optimism is clearly fading. Since his arrival, the coach has recorded 3 wins and 3 losses, along with an elimination in the Coupe de France. His choices are under heavy criticism, especially after being booed by the fans at the final whistle. One of the main concerns is the continued trust in Leonardo Balerdi. Despite several mistakes in recent weeks and losing the captain's armband, the Argentine defender keeps his place in the starting lineup. In attack, decisions are also being questioned. Starting Aubameyang against Lille raised eyebrows, especially when players like Amin Gouiri and Igor Paixão seem to be more dangerous options. The management of certain players, who appear to be out of the coach's plans, is also being criticized. The international break may come at the perfect time for Marseille to reset and find solutions. Over in Nantes, situation is also worrying after another defeat against Strasbourg, bringing the club closer to the relegation zone. For his return to the bench, the coach did not hold back. Despite some improvement in performance, he pointed out a serious lack of confidence and maturity within his squad. He even stated that the team is afraid to win, highlighting a clear mental weakness. Despite creating chances, including hitting the post twice, Nantes failed to secure the result. The conclusion is clear. There is still a lot of work to be done. In Paris, however, the atmosphere is much more positive. PSG continues its strong momentum with a Champions League qualification and a dominant 4-0 victory, allowing them to reclaim the top spot in the league. But beyond the pitch, attention is already shifting to the transfer market. According to reports, PSG is interested in a 19-year-old Brazilian striker currently playing in England. The young talent is already attracting interest from major clubs such as Real Madrid, Manchester United, and Arsenal. Under a long-term contract with a high release clause, he could become one of the biggest transfer stories of the next window. His current club, initially reluctant to sell, could change its position if a major offer arrives. In Spain, despite winning the Madrid derby, Real Madrid is furious. The red card shown to Federico Valverde has sparked huge controversy. The club believes refereeing decisions are going against them and has even suggested unfair treatment. Some media close to the club have gone as far as calling it a scandal, pointing out differences in decisions compared to other teams, especially Barcelona. This situation is only increasing tensions between Real Madrid and Spanish football authorities. At the same time, Kylian Mbappe's return is also making headlines, but not entirely for positive reasons. Some critics are questioning his defensive involvement, which is creating debate among fans and analysts. On Atletico Madrid's side, Diego Simon reacted to the defeat by focusing on his team's performance rather than blaming the referee. He admitted that his players had chances but failed to convert them, believing they deserved a better result. Another major story involves Antoine Griezmann, who is reportedly close to leaving. A verbal agreement has been reached for a move to the United States in 2026. The French Star could soon begin a new chapter in MLS with a long-term contract. In England, an unusual incident occurred as a Manchester City supporters bus caught fire on the way to a final. Fortunately, everyone was safely evacuated and no injuries were reported. In Brazil, Memphis Depay is once again at the center of controversy after being seen using his phone on the bench during a match. He later explained that he was communicating with medical staff, but the situation sparked strong reactions online. Finally, in Ivory Coast, Nicolas Pepe returns to the national team after several months of absence. This is a great opportunity for him to prove himself again and regain an important role within the squad. We end with a lighter moment as the French national team arrived at Clairefontaine, Spain. As usual, their outfits caught attention, but a small incident involving a player stuck in a car brought some laughs. That's all for this InfoFoot. Thank you for your support and see you soon for another video.